Good morning, everyone. I would like to give you a talk on trading and personal wealth. Many of you have been following along with me on my journey in the last 2 to 3 years of trading and learning in this process. I realize that 3 years is not very long. I realize it's a very short time. And I'm want to give myself approximately 5 years. So I tell people, give yourself at least 3 to 5 years in this process so that it can help you develop many different things in your life. Now, you might say, well, you are only doing it for 3 years and you haven't even reached that 5-year time period. I realize that, but then any skill that you learn, any degree that you take, you're looking at maybe a 4-year college education or 3-year college education or 4 years, depending on the degree and institution that you're studying. And then beyond that, you also will need to gain some experience, at least 1 or 2 years experience or even more. So that's why I'm suggesting a 3 to 5 year time period. Okay, trading and personal wealth. What am I talking about? All right. Here are some things that I want to share with you. First of all, understand that trading is a business. Now, I have already shared a video in this YouTube channel regarding this, and you can search it and you can find it, how to treat trading as a business, and you'll find that there. One of the things that I want to mention regarding this is there's a lot of misunderstanding about trading. Some people feel that it's gambling. Others feel that it's kind of a form of ripoff where you take from others. And so there's a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings about that. So I just want to give you a simple example that I've been sharing with people recently. Several people I shared this with, you see, who have asked me questions like this about trading. So I said, you see, take, for example, this mobile phone that I'm using right here. I paid about 9,500 rupees for it. Not a very expensive phone. I'm a simple person. And but the actual cost to the shopkeeper might have been about 5,000 rupees. I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing about 5. And so he may have made about 4,000 to 4,500 rupees on this. He got that much extra from me, you can say. But then, of course, he has all the other costs to bear, and regarding renting the shop and paying the employees and electricity and many taxes and fees and many other things associated with running a business, of course. But then I often ask the question, that extra 4 or 4,500 that he received from me, did he rip me off? Did he gain money at my expense? Is that what happened? Some people might say, yeah, these people are ripping us off, if he got it for 5,000, maybe he should give it to me for 5,500 or, different things without understanding the reality of business. Well, then what is my alternative? My alternative might be, well, this phone is by a Korean company, Samsung, and maybe the thing that I could do is I could bypass the shop owner and then go to Korea and buy the phone. Now, I don't know what the cost would be to get a visa. I've never been to Korea, but to get a visa and buy a flight ticket and go to Korea and buy a Samsung phone, I don't know what the cost would be for that. But, it's quite a thought. So for me to go there and buy a phone, I might spend maybe, I don't know, maybe about 50,000 rupees to anywhere from there to about a lakh, about 100,000 rupees. I might end up spending that much, total cost. So instead of that, I can consider the extra cost of about 4,500 rupees towards the shop owner's expenses, and I get the benefit of this phone. All right. So basically, what the shop owner is doing is they're providing a service. So it's a business. And of course, they're making a profit too. And they ought to, because of the extra trouble that they're getting into to do all of this. What does this mean? What am I trying to say regarding this? See, what's happening is several things are happening. Because of me and all of you trading on the stock market, actually, there are millions of people like us that don't have a large capital, but small capital, but still they are trading and they're increasing their capital, they're adding funds. And ultimately, what is happening is crores and crores of rupees are added to the Indian economy and for Indian businesses. Now, I'm not talking about, just me or just a few of us, but I'm talking about, millions of traders that are putting money into the stock market and trading with it. Crores are going in. And then out of this, a large number of people also begin to develop a pattern of consistent long-term wealth as well. That's money that stays in the stock market for a long term. So what's the benefit of that? Well, these companies, they get to develop their research and their development of the company and the training for the employees. And basically, they're giving jobs to so many people. So you're actually in the process of helping the Indian economy in a small way and helping to provide jobs and income for families all across the nation. In many ways, you are really contributing to the future of the nation. Don't think of it as a small thing. Okay, so some of you might think, oh, it's like, playing a video game on my phone. No. Think broadly, think beyond that. It's not just that. So see trading as a business that is impacting many people, many lives, many families, and the Indian economy in whole. Second, trading develops skills. These are skills of knowing what's happening in the markets, skills of how to determine the movement of prices, how to determine the movement of trends, the reversal of trends, and knowing when to get in on a trade and when to add to the trade and how long to hold on and how to exit the trade. Should I exit the trade the whole amount or should I exit partially? What should I do? What are the processes that I should take step by step by step? You're developing your skills on how to do the trading. These skills actually become valuable in many areas of your life. And we'll talk about that in the next point as well, how trading impacts your entire life. Let's go to that next. Trading improves discipline. The only way you are going to improve your trading is to improve your discipline. If you remain undisciplined, you cannot. We've had numerous people that jumped on this and they said, yes, I'll do it. And I'm going to try it. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do something with it. But then after a while, discipline becomes difficult for them. And then they just say, oh, you know what? This is not for me. I can't do this. Or some people would say, no, I don't believe this is good. This is a ripoff, or, various things. Well, I mean, nobody has said it's a ripoff to me because I'm not really charging money for this. And I don't charge money for the training that I do. So nobody has accused me of that. But they have accused the market of that and say, oh, yeah, the market's a ripoff. Okay. All right. Now, and when I say I don't charge for that, I do give my my link for Zerodha, Upstocks, TradingView. I give my link and ask people to open their accounts with my link. and which provides a little bit of an incentive for me, not a whole lot. And if I tell you the actual amount that I gained last year from that, you would laugh at me. You would say, you're foolish to think that that's no. See, that just comes to show that it's not really a way for me to make an income out of it. But I just see that as an incentive in helping a lot of people in the process of their trading. So trading improves discipline. And, the discipline that you gain from trading will seep into other areas of your life as well. Do you have a discipline of getting up on time in the morning? Do you have a discipline of spending time in prayer and the reading of the word? Do you have a discipline on journaling your thoughts? And you might say, oh, come on, what does this have to do with trading? What does this have to do with life? What is it? You know what? Yeah, those things will not change your life entirely, but there are many steps, many building blocks that create the building. You can look at one brick and say, come on, this one brick has nothing to do with the entire building. That's true. But yes, the one brick does have something to do with the entire building, because there are many of those bricks that built that building. In the same way, these small things in our life proves to be part of the entire building process. Okay, so I go into waking up on time, prayer, exercise, eating the right foods, eating healthy foods. And you might say, come on, are you a health nut? Not really, I'm not, but I'm also very keen on being careful and not just splurging on everything that's before you. Don't let your eyes guide you in your life, okay? Have some discipline beyond just your eyes, what is before your eyes, and you desire it, say, oh yeah, give it to me, I want it. No, it's God's life has to be something much beyond that. I believe it can be, but we need to take the step to discipline our eyes, discipline our desires, discipline our thoughts. So each of these areas in our lives creates building blocks for our entire life. Each of these areas, they are a building block. So that's something we cannot ignore. That's something that we cannot put aside. So trading improves discipline in various areas of our lives. So when we talk about looking at the chart, and I said, use the trading view and try not to look at your numbers or the percentage or the colors, the green or the red or whatever. Try not to look at that, and look at the chart more than you look at your trading platform. So when you look at the chart, and that's why I'm recommending trading view separately, where you might not even open your brokerage account. Just look at the trading view chart. So you're getting the bigger picture, not the small movements. See, there's another part of discipline in life. Some people, they see little problems that come up in their life, and they're disillusioned, they're angry, they're upset, they're worried, they're fearful. They get angry at people, and they create other problems instead of looking at the chart, instead of looking at your life in a broader perspective and saying, hey, what is this one little problem today? What is this one little irritation today? One little offense today? One little problem? Whatever it may be today, what does it have to do with my entire life? Is it a life-changing problem? Most of the time it's not. And so, but even though it's not, we might get upset and angry. And some people, what they do is they end up moving in various directions and moving towards habits that are unhealthy. What are those habits? Oh my, forgive me if you think I'm preaching to you, sometimes it's habits of keeping offense in your heart and kind of enjoying the anger that you feel or the offense that you feel. That's one habit that's not good. Another set of habits is smoking and alcohol. People do that, and they're like, oh yeah, I just need to relieve my stress. I just need to, things like that, and they excuse that, and that becomes a habit in their lives, and that end up destroying them. Okay, another thing might be food. Whenever you're worried or angry, upset, or sad, grab food and start eating, especially sweets. All right. So these are things that various habits, and I'm sorry for putting that so close to drugs and alcohol, whatever. But, discipline is where we take things in our lives and we look at the broader picture. That's why I'm connecting with trading, and I'm saying this is where we look at the charts and say, what is the overall trend? What is the big picture? Now, I'm not going to be worried about the fall today, 1%, 0.5%, 2%, and then please don't spend too much time watching these videos about the markets, because they need something to talk about. Oh, the Sensex went up, 0.3%, or the Nifty did this, and then they'll talk about international markets. Yes, those are all true, and they are connected, they are important, but you cannot let that be a guiding factor and make it kind of shake you up. So third, trading improves discipline. All right. Number 4, trading motivates you to build capital. See, when you realize that you are profitable on a monthly basis, and on a monthly basis, you're not making losses. No, I'm not saying you will not have losses, by the way. There'll be some trades that are going to turn sour on you, and you're going to lose money. Okay. And I've shared with some of you about the losses I've made. In this group also, I've shared about my losses. Sure, there will be losses. I will not say that you're not going to have losses, but what you will get to a point where your overall monthly will end up being profitable every month, okay? Because you have clear stop losses. So the stop losses can be controlled. Other things that you don't have control over is your gains, but you can maximize your gains as well. So when you notice that every month you're profitable, what will happen is you will be motivated to build capital. So I've encouraged everyone to trade and evaluate monthly, calculate monthly what you made, what kind of a percentage you made for that month. It might be 1%, 2%, 5%, whatever it is you made during that month. Okay. Whatever you made, as long as it's, as long as you're making a profit each month, then I recommend you add at least 10% of your income to your trading account every month. Okay, that's what I'm recommending. Every month, add 10%. So thereby, you begin to build your capital, all right? One, by adding 10% of your income. Second, by the profits that you gain. And if you don't need it, don't take it out. Leave it there. Okay, so that also means don't put in lots of money. Don't start with lots and lots of money. That's why I encourage people to start with about 3,000 rupees. And now the problem with starting with 3,000, there are benefits and demerits, there are positive and negatives. The positive is that 3,000 is such a small amount that even if you lose the whole amount, it's not going to destroy your life. Fine. And also, when you're trading with 3,000 rupees, 1% loss, 2% or 5% loss is not so big to shake you up. That's the positive side. Negative side to that is that even though you make profits each month, your actual capital will not increase, okay, if you're not adding to that. And then only until you get to maybe about 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, you'll start seeing a gain in your capital. So I've had some guys complain to me. They're like, I traded and I made profits, but then it doesn't show up. My total money is going down. Is the broker stealing from me? Is the money being taken out from your account and from my account, and somebody taking it from me? And so what they didn't understand is that they might make a profit of 10, 15, 20 rupees or 25 rupees, and that's a profit. But then your taxes and fees are often that much or even greater. Okay, so you need to be trading at a larger amount of maybe about 8,000 to 10,000 rupees before you see your actual capital increasing. Okay, but that doesn't mean you should stop then. No, you start with about 3,000, and then every month make sure that you're profitable, and then you start adding 10% of your income. All right, and I would recommend if you build it like that, that would be wiser. Okay, don't take money that you need for other things and put it in here. Build on a consistent basis and systematically. Some people, they will jump in and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I have more money to add. I can add 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs." They put in more money, and then they end up facing maybe a 2% or a 5%, 10% loss, and that terrifies them. Like, oh my God, I'm losing so much money, and it scares them. And that's before they built the skill, the motivation, the discipline. Before they built all of that, they put in lots of money. So trading motivates you to build capital. Number 5, trading provides a stream of income. Okay. Some of you are thinking, come on, I made 10 rupees last month, or I made 100 last month. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to buy with that? And that may seem to be trivial, but if you could monthly continue to add to that and stay consistent with your trading and continue to make profits each month, then basically whatever that amount is, it becomes an income for you. Now, if you don't need that income for that month, don't take it. Okay, put it back into your trading account and continue to build that level. And we'll talk about that, the next point. But it does provide a stream of income. Number 6, trading develops personal wealth. Now, this is something that I want to clearly talk to you about. What is personal wealth? So this ought to be, the money you put in here ought to be money that you are not saving up for other things. I want to save up to buy a mobile phone or a laptop or a car or things like that. Don't put in money, that you want to use for other things. You don't want to do that. Okay. The money that goes in here should be your personal wealth. One of the things that I want to share with you is that when you add 10%, okay, once the 10% is added to your trading account, keep in mind that 10% never, ever comes out. It stays there as your personal wealth. Okay? Forever, it stays there. So what do you take out? Well, you only take out your profits. And maybe even not your entire profits. You have to determine how much. Do you want to take out 90% of your profits? Do you want to take out 50% of your profits and leave the rest in there to continue to develop your personal wealth? That you have to decide for yourself. But what I'm suggesting is that allow this to be your personal wealth that you're building for years to come. And you might say, but come on, this is, hey, I'm using 3,000, 4,000 rupees. This is nothing. It's nothing. What am I going to do with that? How should I? Me trying to call that personal wealth is ridiculous. It's senseless. It's meaningless. But see, what you want to do is, personal wealth is not just money. Personal wealth is knowledge, skill, discipline, and a process of building something. Now, I realize, this is just my 3rd year, and I may be, going beyond a lot of things, and saying a lot of things that you might think, come on, a 3-year trader, what are you making all these big statements for? That I acknowledge I haven't been trading very long, short time. But then I've lived my life a few years, and probably longer than many in our trading group, and so I've seen life a little bit, and I've experienced a lot of things, and these are some things that I'm sharing with you that's beyond just my trading experience and learning. Something beyond that. So you want to build personal wealth. So money you put into this, think of it as something you will never, ever, ever take out. The only thing you would take out is your profits. Okay. And then not even your entire profits. You make a decision, I'll only take out this much. But then if you don't need it at that month, you leave it all there. You leave it there, let it continue to go back into your personal wealth. And then in the following month, if you don't need it again, don't take it out. Just leave it in there. Let it become your personal wealth. Maybe for another 5, 10, 20 years, you might not need it. Leave it there. Let it grow, grow, grow. And then when you do need it, then you can take out maybe 10% of it, 20% of it, or maybe 50% of it, and then use it for your monthly expenses. And it will grow to a point that it exceeds your income and exceeds what you really need. Okay, so this is what I'm suggesting to you. Develop your personal wealth through trading. Now, one of the other aspects to this is you can also begin, the process of opening another account. That's why I'm also suggesting like Upstocks as well, because you can have a second trading account, and in that second trading account, you can include long-term stocks, long-term holdings, and you can use good companies that pay dividends. Right now, I'm also developing that on the side. I have a list of about I've already invested into about 10 companies that are dividend paying companies, very good, strong dividend paying companies in India. These are companies that are quite strong, and they're not going to be going out of business anytime soon. The benefit with that is every year, sometimes once, twice, or three times a year, they will give dividends. They're basically sharing the profits with their owners, with their shareholders, and they will pay out dividends, and it comes directly into the bank account that is connected to your trading account. Okay, so and then what I do is once the dividends come in, I take the dividend and put it right back in and buy more shares. Okay, since I do have an income right now from work, I continue to reinvest that into the trading account, or my investment account. Let's call that. My second one is really like an investment account, and I don't really look at that day to day. I'm not buying and selling. I'm just buying and holding. Okay, maybe every 6 months to maybe once a year, you can review those companies and see, do I still want to be invested in these? So I have a list of about 20 to 30 companies, and some of them pay up to 15% dividend. That's quite high, by the way. That's very unusual, 15% annual. But others, there are others that pay 8%, 10%, 6%, 5%, 3%, like that annually. And so I'm getting into a mix of different types of companies, that are, different, government owned, privately owned, but they're all good, strong companies. I'm not looking just for high dividend yield. I'm also looking for companies that are good, strong companies, stable companies, and but they also pay good dividends. They're hard to find, and if you're interested, send me a message, or put your phone number or email in the chat box, and or you can contact me, and then I can share some of that with you. Okay, so these are all different ways you're building personal wealth. Okay, and the last one, trading enables generosity. And you might wonder, come on, what is it? Well, I've often, always had a desire to help people, and more recently, in the last 2 years, especially the last 2 years, we've given away so much more money than ever before. And it's not just been from trading, and we haven't really taken out profits from trading, but it really has developed our generosity, because, we see a stream of income coming up. And of course, we know that God is our provider. God is the one that we trust, and God is the one that, but I see this as a opportunity that God has provided. Okay, and I've shared several biblical principles with you before, and they're all in my videos on Trading Today YouTube channel, and so these are things that we're saying that it enables generosity. It helps you to become more generous. Is it because you have more money? No. Even with the money that you already have, you can become more generous in various ways. Okay, so I think one of my greatest generosity is right now helping lots of people to learn how to trade, and I spend time, energy, and effort in creating these videos, and I spend time answering questions and clearing doubts for people on the Signal group. and also some people that may call me personally. I've had, Zoom meetings with people to explain how to do things, and some have come and met me at the office, and we've had discussions about how to do this and what to do. So I see that also as a point of generosity that's happening within me, and also being able to help people financially and in different ways. I've also helped. Anyway, these are different ways that I feel that it enables us to become more generous. Okay, so let me go back and review everything very quickly, and then we'll close right after this. Trading and personal wealth. Number one, trading is a business. Okay, I've done a video before about this, but treat it as a business, not as a game, not as gambling, or not as a pastime, or not as a hobby. Treat it as a business, take it seriously, and you can develop a good business out of this. Number two, trading develops skills, okay? You got to give yourself time to develop critical skills. It just doesn't come overnight. Don't think that you get in and then you start making money in a month or 2 months. It doesn't work that way. You've got to develop critical skills. But as you're developing skills, I mentioned to you, please don't get on YouTube and start watching all these videos and okay, then I'll try this, I'll try that. Oh, I saw this, I saw that. Please don't do this. I'm providing a very simple, narrow pattern. Stick to that for about 3 to 5 years. Make some money with it, and develop some skills and habits with it. And then you can try different things. Now, some of you might say, "Forget it. I don't want to do what you're doing or what you're saying." Okay, then that's fine. But then what often happens is people get lost and they finally give up on the whole process. Trading develop skills. Number three, trading improves discipline. Remember, when you develop discipline in one area of your life, that seeps into all other areas of your life. Once you improve your discipline in trading, you'll see that beginning to impact other areas of your life. Those who haven't improved your skill in or your discipline in trading, you'll realize that the discipline in other areas of your life also has not developed. Okay, build discipline in trading, and then you'll begin to see that seep into other areas of your life as well, and of course improve your income and your profits. Number four, trading motivates you to build capital. Okay, and I said that this is something that you will be motivated to do, building capital primarily in two ways. Really in three ways. Number one, I've recommended that you add 10% monthly. Number two, don't take your profits out if you don't need it. Try to leave it there. And then number three, when you reinvest your profits, what happens is, that's like some kind of a compounding effect is there. Number five, trading provides a stream of income. Okay. Now, if you don't need it, don't take it out. It might be small. Keep building, let it go up. Number six, trading develops personal wealth. Think of this as long-term, lifelong money that you never, ever, ever take out and use it or spend it. Leave it there. Okay, don't ever take it out. Once money goes into your trading account, it never comes out. Okay, leave it there forever and ever and ever, and let it be something that's handed over to your children. Okay, and then you might be thinking, then why am I doing this? Well, it's going to develop an income for you that's greater and greater, and then later you'll be able to use it. And then finally, number seven, trading enables generosity. Okay, become generous. May God bless you. I know this has been a long video, but it's been over 30 minutes now. But if you have thoughts, ideas, questions, doubts, complaints, whatever, please go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day and happy trading. God bless you.